Yo ninjas, I'm Kaio and this is the new windmill tutorial. I already made few windmill tutorials, but in this one I'm gonna teach the windmill in a different way. Before to start, I wanna tell you that I made a special tutorial for power moves and you will find the link in the description. You just need to sign up with your email and I'm gonna send you the power move tutorial. Also, I will put in the description the links of the previous windmill tutorials that I made. So the first thing that I never heard in any other tutorial is that for the windmill you don't need so much flexibility and you don't need so much strength. It's all about body control. So the flexibility that you need for the windmill, in my opinion, is just being able to open your legs and touch your toes. You don't need like the full split or be very flexible. If you are very flexible, it's even better, but you don't really need it. The strength that you need for the windmill is nothing crazy, it's just a little bit of core strength. To test it, just go on your back like this, kind of like in a backspin position, and try to push with your legs high and try to do a little jump on your back. But be careful, land on the upper part of your back. Because if you're gonna land with your lower back on the floor, you're gonna hurt your back. So move up your hips like this and try to jump in this position. So do like this. If you can do this, you have enough core strength to push for the windmills. Then you also need a little bit of arm strength to push with your arms. So just try from turtle freeze like this to go to the side freeze like this. If you have the strength to go from the turtle freeze like this to the side freeze, maybe a few times in a combo like this, you also have the strength to push yourself for the windmill. Now, what are the moves that you need before learning the windmill? The first one is the backspin. I recommend at least 3 or 4 rounds of backspin before attempting the windmill. The second move that you need is the turtle freeze, this freeze here. The third move you need is the side freeze, so this freeze here. Leaning your elbow on your side. Then I also recommend you to learn few backbone basics before learning the windmill. They will make you understand how to move from your back to a higher position on your shoulders. So for example, this backbone basic here. I made a tutorial about these moves, so check the links in the description. So let's start with the windmill. Where do you have to lean your elbow for the windmill? Some people like to lean it like kind of like in a turtle freeze position, so here, close to your belly button, not in the middle of your belly, but a little bit on the side. Some other like more to do it like in the side freeze. So it's up to you to decide. Try to move from the turtle freeze to the side freeze and try to figure out which is the position that for you is more comfortable. Always try to make your legs straight and open, like this. Second step, how to push from the freeze to your back. Start with your feet on the floor first. So like this, and with your head also on the floor. In the windmill, your head will be always on the floor. From here, just push your arms, both of your arms, like this, in that way, and lean on your elbow and on your chest or belly. So from here, just do this. It's a little bit funny, but it will make you understand how to push with your arms. Let's do it again. From here, push. Now do the same thing, but add a rotation of your torso in that way. So from here, you will move in that way and you will end up in this position, head on the floor. So again, from here, push your arms and move your torso in that way. So like this, in that way, to spin clockwise. And your head on the floor. Relax your head. Don't be like this with your head, but relax your head on the floor, like this. Now, from the back, just continue rolling and come back to the freeze position. So from here, be ready in the turtle freeze position with your arms. Left arm in this way, right arm in this way. Turn and go to the turtle freeze. Head always on the floor. And then do the same thing, like this. Also, you need to create a circle with your body. So don't just roll on the side, but try to turn. Not like this, but try to turn while you do it. So from here, push and turn in that way. Then come back. Like this. So basically, in this way, you are getting ready to do the windmill, only with your torso, with your head, and with your arms. So this first exercise looks very silly and very funny, but it's very useful to learn how to use your head on the floor while the windmill, how to use your arms, and how to use your torso. Now it's time to start using your legs, but still not fully. I mean, for now, just lift up one of your legs. I recommend you to lift up the right leg. We are always spinning clockwise in this tutorial. So do the same exercise, but with the right leg never touching the floor. Also, the right foot is never touching the floor. So start in the same position, but lift up your right leg. From here, push, and this leg is gonna go inside like this, and it's gonna kick in this way, and you're gonna do the same thing as before, so like this. But the leg is up, as you can see. From here, turn and go back to the freeze. And try to turn around while you do it, in a circle, and do the same thing. Always remember to create a circle with your body. If you are not able to create a circle, just from here, turn yourself like this. Or from the freeze, turn yourself like this a little bit. So you will form a circle all the time. Now we learned how to use the right leg. Now it's time to learn how to use the left leg. So same thing, turtle freeze, head on the floor. This time lift up your left leg, like this. And from here, kick it in that way and go on your back. So like this. And turn. And the left leg is gonna go inside here and turtle freeze again. Try to get very comfortable with these exercises before attempting the real windmill. Remember, head always on the floor, all the time. You're gonna use your whole head on the floor. Now it's time to try it with your legs in the air by kicking and bouncing your legs. So I will do it from the turtle freeze, kicking to a side freeze and then pushing. Turtle freeze, side freeze and push. And my head is on the floor, as you can see. So legs up and head on the floor. So not like this, but relax back your head. Try this start until it's very comfortable for you and until you are always able to keep your head on the floor. Open your legs, turtle freeze, side freeze and push. And head on the floor and legs up. And also hips up. I don't know if you can see it from here, from this angle, but my hips is not touching the floor, it's not like this, but my hips is up, like this. One more time. Open your legs, turtle freeze, side freeze and kick. And head on the floor, hips up, legs up. From your back, what you want to do is bounce your legs. Like hopping on your back, the same thing, but with your legs open. So from here, you're gonna pretend to do a hop on your back, so like this. But at the same time, you're gonna turn with your torso. And you're gonna maintain the rotation of the windmill. Bounce! If you bounce very strong and if you keep the momentum of the push, then you will be able to reach the turtle freeze or the side freeze position again. If it's still too hard for you, you can land in a turtle freeze with your left leg on the floor, in this way. So right leg is up and left foot is on the floor. And from here do the same again. Like this. But try to lift up at least one of your legs. I recommend you the right leg, lifting up the right leg. So try to not fall with both legs on the floor, but try to lift up at least one of your legs. And try to do multiple rounds by touching with one of the legs on the floor. Then with the time you will be able to kick both legs in the air. So at the beginning maybe it will look something like this. But don't worry, keep doing it, keep spinning and try to kick stronger and stronger with the time and then you will achieve the real windmill. When you do the real windmill and you gain speed, you're not even using the freeze anymore, but your arms are more like in this position or like this. So you're kind of like simulating the freeze, but you're not really doing it because it will make you slower if you do the freeze. This will just come spontaneously with the time and by practicing more and more. wanna know more about power moves, make sure to sign up in the link in the description. You just need to put your email and I'm gonna send you the video about how to learn power moves. And if you want, check out my merch, also link in the description. See you next week with another tutorial. Yo ninjas!
Yeah.